Heyo confounders, what's up? What's poppin'? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today is July 27th, 2024. Basically what happened, I filmed this entire video yesterday, July 26th, 2024, which was 3 months or 12 weeks after my ACL surgery. So what that means is now I am out of the range where it is most common to re-tear your ACL after a surgery is, I think it was 8 to 12 weeks was when it was at its absolute weakest. So now I'm slowly just gonna start getting healthier and healthier, which I have been doing, but now it's really when I can start like pushing in, being a little bit more risky with it. I met with the surgeon on Wednesday. He said everything's looking good. He had no concerns. The scar looks good. He has no concerns about it holding onto where they screwed it in. Everything's looking good, basically, is what he said. He's allowing me to start doing some more things, like jogging is the biggest one I can start doing. I can start jogging a little bit more. Obviously not a lot because I'm really out of shape and you can't just get right into it. So little by little, I'll slowly get there. What else? I can start lifting with weights, so I can do more squats and bridges and all that kind of stuff with weights, which is good because it can actually start feeling like a workout instead of just like something I have to do. I had PT Thursday, and I basically relayed the message that the surgeon gave to me. And at PT, I've started doing box squats with 10-pound weight, which didn't really feel heavy whatsoever, obviously, but it was a step in the right direction. I started doing more balance and stability, RDLs, single leg RDLs. I do all of this in the video. I do a lot more stability stuff, so I stand on one leg. I alternate both legs, and I have to exercise band like this, backwards, sideways, basically just adding movement to the stability test. Another one where I stood on one foot and I threw a ball off a treadmill. I mean, not a treadmill, a trampoline, and I had to catch it. And yeah, so it's just more athletic kind of stuff. Let's see, what else did they have me do? They had me do probably the hardest thing I have done to date, which it was called a treadmill push. Basically, you get onto the treadmill, you hold the handles like this, and you don't turn it on, and you just start pushing and running. Well, not running, but like walking, but you have to push pretty hard. I will say this, that was difficult, okay? They were like, I got on it, I started doing it, I'm like, oh, this is easy money, I can do this all day. He's like, all right, we're gonna time you just so you can get a baseline. So I'm like, oh, whoa. So I stopped, I'm like, well, if this is a timed activity, I don't wanna start until the clock starts. He starts laughing, he's like, all right, let's see how good you can do if you think you're so good. And I'm like, I think I'm pretty good. And he starts a timer, I start going, and I'm dying. A minute in, he goes, you got 4 minutes left. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. At the end of this, no joke, I was like that Jimmy Butler meme. I was on the treadmill like this, pouring sweat, out of breath. I was just dying. And I was like, you know what? That was hard work. So I want you guys to try it out. I know it probably isn't too hard for a normal person, but it's definitely more difficult than you would think. Let's see what else. So these next 3 to 6 months is when the surgeon was saying, like, this is when I start becoming an athlete again. So the biggest things I'm gonna be working on is stamina. So like adding a lot more reps with weight. So like, I'm not gonna try to PR ever. Well, not ever, but like anytime soon. So it'll be reps like 12 to 15 is what I shoot for like everything. Just so like my muscles are actually working and like getting back to like a good, I don't even know, good shape, whatever. So stamina, strength, so starting to add more weight to more exercises, and power. So those are the 3 biggest things that I'll be working on for the next 3 months. So I'm really excited. By the end of August, so basically right when I move into school, is when I can start doing like running progressions and like working on like cutting and turning and like just pivoting pretty hard. So like, it's not, the end isn't in sight by any means, but like it's getting very close to being normal again, which I'm excited for. The other thing is, I asked him about what his thoughts what his thoughts were about me throwing and competing in January. And he literally, no hesitation, was like, oh yeah, of course. So I'm like, let's go. That was great to hear. Because I'm not gonna lie, when pre-cruise, I was like grinding. Like every single day I'd be doing it, like minimum one time, but most days I'd do like 2 to 3 PT sessions like a day. But I was grinding nevertheless. Like I really wanted to be like, yes, I'm normal for the cruise, and like I want to be able to have a fun, good time, which I did, which was awesome. But as soon as I got back, the last video was on the cruise. When I got back, I kind of lost motivation. I'm like, I have 6 more months until I'm normal again. And I'm just like, that's for literally forever. That is so far away. So I'm just like, I just can't do it. I could do it, like I kept doing it, I've been doing it. It's just like, I'm not motivated how I was before. So now something clicked. I think it was him telling me I'd be good by January. I'm like, we gotta lock back in. So that's what I'm doing. I just did a 3-mile walk. Takes me about 56 minutes. My fastest mile is like 18:34. So follow me on Strava. My username is Consimp, I believe. So add me on that to see my walks. I do 1 mile a day, 3 on Saturdays, 2 on Sundays. And then I go bike, walk backwards, do all my PT stuff every day. But so let's get into this video. All right, first one, box squats with weight. I'm using 10 pounds now. Big PRs last week, so just normal box squats. All right, next up is bridges on a Bosu ball. Basically, adding the Bosu ball makes me balance more and just focuses more on the stabilizing muscles. So that's what that's for. All right, this next exercise is calf raises, except individual on an elevated surface. So basically, when my foot is flat off the elevated surface, my heel can dip more in, stretch the calf more, making it grow more. And I do it on both sides, but I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna do 1 and 1 so you can see the size difference between the left and the right, because it's gotten a lot better, but it's still not quite. So, one. All right, for the next one, it is the single leg RDLs. I do 10 reps for 2 sets on both legs. I'm gonna do 5 and 5 for the first one. I'll put you right down here. All right, and there's a few more left. The next one is a 30-second wall sit hold. I've never really been able to do wall sits all that well. So this one is pretty tough. Look at that, pull up. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there you go. See that? It's going crazy. All right, the next one is like band walks. Basically, I put it around the bottom of my foot, the ball of my foot. I get low, like this. When I do 10 steps, both directions, 3 times. All right, the next one, I don't really know what it's called. I stand on one leg. I put a slider under my foot. I kick my leg forward, sideways, backwards, both legs. 10 each way, 3 times. All right, so I'm done for today, Friday, but I'm going to cut to tomorrow for me doing the rest of the exercise, so that will go in right here. All right, so since I'm able to add weight now, I am able to move up from the exercise band for the quad extensions and the hamstring curls. So I use one of these, I put it around my ankles on right and left, and I strap up to a cable and do curls and extensions on that. So I use 15 pounds for right now, around 12 reps on both legs for all of them, 3 sets. This is the hardest part. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's coming back. All right, and for the last exercise, it is lunge holds, 30 seconds, both ways. I'm not gonna do it on video just because you know what it is. But you get down like this, hold it for 30, and then you get down like this, and you hold this for 30. Pretty simple. All right, and now I finish off with stretching, touch my toes, one leg at a time, do butterfly. I use this band, wrap it around my foot, hold my leg straight up, stretch my hamstring, pull my calf on both legs. The biggest one I've been doing is the T-stretch with this. My hip is super tight because I'm overcompensating, obviously, for my bum knee. So I basically am stretching a lot more than I have been previously, just because I'm starting to do more, so I'm getting more tight. And yeah, I need to stretch. But that's it for the PT. So let's jump back to, jump back to yesterday. And basically, I don't do every single exercise every single day because you're gonna overwork yourself and that's how you get hurt again. And I don't want that, so I kind of switch it up daily. But at the end of every PT session that I do, individually at least, is I do a 10-minute walk backwards on the treadmill, which works on basically this part of the leg. You can see I've lost a lot of muscle on this side. So I do the 10-minute walk backwards because the front of your leg is very neglected. So walking backwards allows you to push backwards, which is also not used because when you walk you push forwards, but when you go backwards you push backwards. So it's a neglected movement. So walking 10 minutes backwards helps you build the muscle back up. But I'm gonna try to keep doing these videos maybe every 2 weeks, every week. I don't really know, depending on what I feel. Just know that I'm not doing the PT. I am grinding, and I will be throwing in January. I promise you all that. So here's to a good next 6 months. And thanks for watching. Remember, every day is a good day. Peace out.